For tonight's Scaval De Anza girls basketball matchup between the Los Altos Eagles and the visiting Palo Alto Vikings. On the floor to start, on the floor for Los Altos is Meg Einthoven, Elisa Cortines, Rachel Glenn, Allegra Maceo, and Audrey Jones. And we're about to get underway. Here's the tip, and it's won by the Vikings, controlled by Skylar Burris. Pass off to the wing. Up top to Lauren Koyama. Here we are on the baseline. Here's a shot up, no good. Rebound to the Vikings, up, no good. Scramble for the ball, and it's a jump ball. Possession arrow to Los Altos. Starters for Palo Alto, Skylar Burris, Maddie Atwater, Coco Lovely, Alexis Harris, and Lauren Koyama. Loose ball, recovered by the Eagles. Shot up and no good by Allegra Maceo. Loose ball out of bounds, and it's back to Palo Alto. Los Altos comes into this game, they've lost 3 in a row. Palo Alto has won their last 4. Ball being swung around the perimeter right now. They go down low to Alexis Harris. Comes into the lane, hook shot no good. Another scramble, another jump ball. Palo Alto with the possession arrow this time. They'll retain possession. Head coach of Los Altos is Jacqueline Brody. And Scott Peters, head coach for Palo Alto. Nice inbounds play. Won't go in for Alexis Harris. And it's back to the Eagles. Full court pressure now by the Vikings. Pressure gets to Los Altos. They turn it over, pass underneath. And drawing a foul is Lauren Koyama. She'll get 2 shots. First one up and good for Koyama, and she opens the scoring. Fouls on Rachel Glenn. And Koyama converts the second one. Palo Alto up 2-0 early here. 6:35 in the first. Alyssa Cortines handling the ball for Los Altos. It looks like Palo Alto are going to put the pressure on here early, pressing full court. And Los Altos throws it away. Back the other way come the Vikings. All the way to the hoop, up and no good is Burris. And then it's put in on the follow by Alexis Harris. And it's 4-0 Palo Alto. Another steal by Harris. Up with it, no good. Rebound to the Vikings. And she draws a foul. Right now, the pressure really bothering the Los Altos girls. Having trouble getting the ball across half court. And already a few turnovers caused by that Palo Alto pressure. Here's the inbounds. Nice play, wide open look. No good by Koyama. And it's Jones coming the other way. Here comes the trap at half court, looking for the open person. Tipped away by the Vikings, but Los Altos able to recover. Pass up ahead, wide open look, and blocked at the rim by Alexis Harris. She's been all over the floor in the early going. Coco Lovely handling the ball now. Swings it around. left baseline. It's tapped out of bounds. Good defense by Rachel Glein that time, but Palo Alto keeps possession. First subs coming in, it's going to be numbers 24 and 1, 25 and 1. So it's Carly Leong and Lauren Koyama. Sorry, 34 Maya Laffy coming in as well. Koyama was on the floor already. Laffy swings it across to Leong, no good. Two players off the bench try to run a play right away. She got a look, but it wouldn't go. Here's Los Altos on the other side. Three-point shot on the way. Back rim, no good. Rebounded to the floor. And the Vikings come up with it. They want to run. Tipped away and recovered in the middle of the court. This is Leong, dishes it out to the left baseline. Shot on the way, and good for 3 points. Lauren Koyama, she has 5. 7-0 run here to open this game. Vikings on top. Really bothering Los Altos right now with the full court pressure. They've also been trapping as soon as they come across the half court. There's no 10-second rule in girls high school, but there is over and back. Nice look underneath, and layup won't go for Rachel Glein. It was a good look that time. And now good defense by Meg Enthoven. Comes away with a steal, and Los Altos back in their offensive set. Cortinas now driving all the way. Nice dish inside. Up no good. Bothered underneath by the Palo Alto front court. Palo Alto wants to run the other way. Here's a pass ahead to Leong, who goes up and will come up short. Scramble, rebound to the floor, and it's Los Altos coming back the other way. Here's Cortinas. Nice pass across to Enthoven, puts it up and puts Los Altos on the board. 7-2. 3.5 minutes in the first quarter. Here's a shot on the way quickly for Palo Alto. And then an offensive rebound and quick hands and put back by Alexis Harris. And it's 9-2. Here's another look. So in the Scaval Dianza right now, Los Gatos on top. Palo Alto is in second place with a 6-2 record. Mountain View at 4-4. You see the rest of the Scaval Dianza, Los Altos 2-5, but 13-6 or 11-8 overall. They had a good preseason. In the 9-2 opening run, Lauren Koyama has 5 points and Alexis Harris has 4. Meg Enthoven with the only field goal for Los Altos here early. Julie Chandler comes in for her first action for Palo Alto out of the timeout. More full court pressure from the Vikings. Foul on the floor out of the double. It's going to be on number 23. It's the first team foul for Palo Alto. Coco Lovely with the foul. Los Altos back on offense here. Skip ahead, underneath, and is Glein. She has it stolen away. Good defense again by Palo Alto. Quickly the other way. Passing around the perimeter. Shot up and good for Carly Leong. 3-point shot, and it's 12-2 Palo Alto. That was Meg Enthoven taking it strong to the basket and drawing a foul. She'll get a couple of shots. Foul was on Coco Lovely, her second already. Second team foul for Palo Alto. Enthoven's first shot is converted. Subs coming in for Palo Alto, including the return of Alexis Harris and Sophie Frick seeing her first action. Enthoven makes both free throws. She's got all 4 of the Eagles' points. 12-4, 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. We're going to say she double dribbled. And a turnover back to Los Altos. See if the Eagles can have some more success breaking the full court pressure. Palo Alto's turned it into some turnovers and a 12-4 lead. Tipped out of bounds. Going to stay with the Eagles. Allegra Maceo now ahead to Rachel Liu, who checked in. Ball's loose. Recovered by the Eagles underneath to Rachel Glein. Back out. Shot on the way, no good by Jones. Rebound and possession to Palo Alto. They would like to run. And drawing contact and earning a couple of foul shots is number 21, Julie Chandler. Third team foul, Los Altos. Allegra Maceo with the foul. First foul shot is back rim and no good. Subs for Palo Alto, number 25, Lauren Koyama returning. Second shot rattles in and out, so 0 for 2 from the line that time. Jones over to Maceo. Maceo from the baseline for 3, no good. Tipped up and rebound controlled by Chandler. Here come the Vikings back on offense. Quick pass ahead. Skip pass to no one in particular and a little bit sloppy with the ball that time. Come back to Los Altos. Checking in for Palo Alto is Skylar Burris. Some substitutions as well for Los Altos. Elisa Cortines rejoins action. There's the inbound from Anjali Nand. And Cortines to dribble up court. Here comes the pressure again. She finds Nand. Nand whips it ahead to Enthoven. Back up top to Cortines. Cortines looking to get to the basket, puts one up, draws the foul. Basket won't go, but she get free throws. Good penetration that time by Cortines to get to the hoop. Fouls on Lauren Koyama, her first. First free throw is a swish. And the second one, front rim, no good. 12-5, Palo Alto. Coming up on a minute left to go in the first quarter. Vikings moving the ball real well. Looks like foul on the floor. Fouls on Nand, her first. Fourth team foul for Los Altos. Good pressure by the Los Altos front court to force up a bad one, and scramble for the ball. It's a jump ball. Possession arrow to the Eagles. Nand to inbound. Palo Alto's pressure unrelenting here in the first quarter. Pressing essentially every possession. Really making Los Altos work to get the ball into the front court. Cortines breaks the pressure, but now throws it away. Tipped out of bounds by Harris, who's been one of the more active players on Palo Alto. Seems to be in the middle of many plays. Nand to inbounds. From right in front of the Palo Alto bench. Back up top to Cortines. Nand. Here's Rachel Liu. Back to Cortines. Coming off a screen here, trying to get her some room. Los Altos with a lot of athletic and quick defenders, making life tough on the Eagles in the early going. 3 on the way by Enthoven, won't go. Here's Laffy coming the other way with a head of steam. Now pulls up, passes out, and they're gonna pass around the perimeter. Lauren Koyama now, gonna drop a play. 3 on the way short by Laffy. Saved by the Eagles, and here's Cortines as time expires in the first quarter. So at the end of 8 minutes, it's 12-5 Palo Alto. All right, back here for second quarter action. 12-5 in this Scaval de Anza League matchup between Los Altos and Palo Alto. Palo Alto successful in the first quarter with a lot of pressure on defense and also some good defense under the basket. That's Alexis Harris drawing a foul underneath. She'll get a couple of shots. Fouls on number 1 and Jelly Nand. 5th team foul for Los Altos. It'll be 2 shots because it was in the act of shooting. Bobby Chastain here flying solo in the announce booth. Already missed the first. She 0 for 2 from the line that time. Loose ball going to be off of number 10, Mahika Gupta. No, it's going to be Los Altos ball. And again, Los Altos bothered by the full court pressure, and it was Liu that time throwing it away. A lot of Los Altos turnovers, just really struggling with the Viking pressure. Here's Julie Chandler. Over to Laffy. Back to Chandler. Nice pass inside. And finish by Alexis Harris. She's got 6 points. Good interior passing that time by the Vikings. And now a clock problem. We've got a buzzer. And we're going to have a stoppage. These two teams faced one another back on January 15th. As we take another look. At the very, very end of that last play. And we're back to live action now. Los Altos being bothered again. They break the pressure back in the front court. Nice pass and blocked at the rim by Harris. Los Altos able to save it back. Shot clock shouldn't have resetted. 9 to shoot for Los Altos. They're going to have to hurry to get one off. And again, out of bounds, batted out of bounds by Harris, who came through with the block and then swats the pass out of bounds. Tenacious defense by Alexis Harris all game. She's also the top scorer for for Palo Alto. Here's another look at the block. You can see a nice pass inside. It looked like an easy layup for Nand, and then the hand of justice from out of nowhere by Alexis Harris. 5 to shoot for Los Altos now as they get the clock right. Very, very tough. She's going to have to put one up. Here comes Cortines, fires up a 3. I don't think she got it off in time. And they're going to say it's the call. Shot clock violation. So turnover that time by Los Altos. Just really tough defense by Vikings. So every time the Eagles are able to break the pressure and come through to the front court, They're just halfway done at that point because it's a tall task to get a shot from underneath as well. Substitutions for the Vikings, entering number 22 and number 1. That's Carly Leong, number 1, and Maddie Atwater, number 22. Here's Atwater. Over to Chandler. Up and good for number 12. Skylar Burris gets on the board. And the lead is 11. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Eagles. More subs for Palo Alto, who are freely bringing players on and off. It's 23, Coco Lovely checking in for Skylar Burris. Here's Cortinas. Here comes the double. Cortinas leaves it for Non. Just able to hold on and now throws it away. It should be an easy layup on the other side for Palo Alto. And she puts it up and in, 2 for Coco Lovely. And the lead is 13. It's going to be a timeout. Palo Alto will step away also with 5:27 to go in the second quarter. Palo Alto leads Los Altos 18-5. Oh, we'll keep it right here through the timeout. Right now, Palo Alto really dominating the game with their defense. Full court pressure regularly. Later. Here's Cortinas, again with pressure, able to bring it into the front court and whip it ahead to Glein. Glein back out to Cortinas. See if Los Altos can get quality possession this time with the relentless Viking defense. Tipped away, another turnover. Vikings back the other way. Here's Chandler over to Atwater. Looking to get it down low right now to Harris. Now back to the perimeter and out of bounds. And turn it over to Los Altos. More subs for the Vikings as Chandler back to the bench. And again, pressure. And this time, Los Altos will keep possession as it was just off the outstretched hands of Harris. Harris will take a seat along with Coco Lovely. A couple of new Vikings enter the fray, including Ellie Jeffries. Comfortable lead right now. Shot by Cortinas up and nothing but the bottom of the net. Way to get on the board for Alyssa. And she cuts the lead to 10. Shot on the way for the Vikings, trying to answer right back. And so does Carly Leong do. She's got 6 points and the lead back to 13. Los Altos with a quality possession, getting the 3, and then giving it up right on the other side. So they're going to call offensive. Good defense that time. Good possession. Good position by Skylar Burris to draw the charge. Right now, Vikings just playing with a lot more energy. Here's a replay of the foul. Live action, and the 3 on the way and good for Carly Leong. She's hit 2 in a row. She's got 9, and it's 24-8 right now. More pressure and another turnover. Palo Alto back the other way. Now you're going to hold up and run a play. Leong over to Atwater. Left corner, 3 on the way, and no good. Leong finally misses one. Rebound up and no good. Girls crashing to the floor. Up with it is the Eagles, who want to run the other way. Pull-up jumper up and front rim no good. Rebound back to Maceo. Puts it up, no good. Rebound again with the Eagles, up and drawing the foul. That time, Audrey Jones. Good effort that time on the boards from the Los Altos Eagles, and they'll be rewarded with free throws. First free throw by Jones is front rim and in. She's on the board now. Mahika Gupta checks in for the Eagles. Jones' second shot is up and good. 24-10 now. Vikings moving the ball around real well, but into the passing lane that time was blind, and a turnover for the Eagles. There's Cortinas pulling up and hitting in the lane. She has 6, and it's a 12-point Palo Alto lead. Leong. Good ball movement, 3 on the way, no good. Tipped up and recovered, controlled by Leong. Palo Alto looking really tough here in the first half as they move the ball around. 3 on the way, no good for Leong. It hit 2 in a row and now comes up a little cold. Vikings control the boards though. Here's Koyama. Leong in her favorite spot now passes inside to Burris. Back out to Leong, 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, but a foul on the floor, and it's going to be against Palo Alto. Little stoppage as Burris hit the ground really hard. She'll check out, I believe. We'll take a look at the last basket. And Cortinas, on several occasions, able to get some good penetration and hit runners in the lane. Those were 2 of her 6 points. Cortinas behind the back, loses it. Scramble on the floor again, and foul. Foul is going to be on Los Altos. Audrey Jones picking up her first, the 7th team foul. So should be 1-1 for Palo Alto. It was Maya Lathi who went to the floor. 1 minute 46 seconds left to go in the half. Right now 12-point lead for Palo Alto, 24-12. Lathi looking to get on the board after her hustle. Play ended up with possession, but can't make the front end of a 1-1. Vikings retain possession, however. Here's Koyama. Back to Lathi. Skip pass. 3 on the way and down for Lathi. She gets on the board. 3 more for the Vikings. 15-point lead right now for Palo Alto. And no let up on energy on the defense either. Good look this time by the Eagles. It was Maeso. Can't make it to go. 3 by Cortinas won't go. And after a scramble for the ball, it's Palo Alto back up with it and heading the other way. 3 on the way and good for Koyama. She has 8 points, and the Vikings extend their lead to 30-12. They're going to say she traveled, more pressure, and Anjali Nand. Here's a look at the last basket again. Good ball movement at the perimeter, and then Koyama able to bury the 3. Oh, nice inbounds play that time. And Coco Lovely finishes. She has 4 points, and the lead is at 20. No foul. Harris almost wrenched it loose. Ends up back with Glein. She can't get it to go. And the Vikings will hold for the last shot of the half. 10 seconds. Harris going to take one from the top of the key, and it goes in. 8 points for Harris. That concludes the first half. And Palo Alto leads Los Altos 32-12. Okay, thanks. We're back for second half action. It's great when directors are very definitive about when we're back, and not wishy-washy. Nothing wishy-washy about the Vikings defense in the first half, where Palo Alto really applied some full court pressure and caused a lot of turnovers and turned it into the big lead that you see that they have, 34-12 here at the start of second half action. A lot of perimeter passing here. Finally getting an open look from the right corner and draining the 3 is Skylar Burris. And just like that, Palo Alto picks up where they left off in the first half. More full court pressure by the Vikings. Pass ahead, should be a layup. Head fake, up and good for Rachel Glein. She's on the board. Nice pass underneath. Good catch, better up. Front rim no good by Harris that time. Harris, one of the top scorers for Palo Alto in the first half with 8 points, also with excellent defense as the rim protector. Probably a few steals as well. That one up and through for Coco Lovely. Lovely has 6 points. Rachel Glein now back to Cortinas. Cortinas will set up a play. Here comes the double from all the way the other side of the court. Pulling up and missing everything. A little long that time was Cortinas. Vikings back on the attack. Here's a 3 up and good for Skylar Burris. She's got 6 second half points, 8 overall. More full court pressure by the Vikings. And another turnover by Los Altos. Coco Lovely with the ball, pounding the dribble. Now Atwater surveying the defense. Here's Lovely, and stolen away by the Eagles. It's Jones. Jones taking it all the way to the hoop, up and in. Good job that time by Audrey Jones. Here's Lauren Koyama. Nice pass underneath. Good catch by Harris. Up. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. And then is fouled underneath by Meg Enthoven. Meg hustling to try to get the rebound, but just too quick and too long that time was Alexis Harris, who's been giving the Eagles fits on both ends of the floor. Carly Leong checking in. Seen a lot of PT today, first off the bench. In the second half as well. As the inbound goes to Leong, and a foul under the basket. Foul going to be the second team foul of the second half for Los Altos, and the foul's on Audrey Jones. And an inadvertent buzzer. Referees say no big whoops. And good defense on the inbound, but they do get it in. Pass underneath to Harris, up and easy with the right hand. Harris on the board in the second half. She's in double figures. Leads all scorers right now with 10. Jones back to Cortinas. Cortinas pulling up from 3 at the top of the key and banks it in. And Cortinas on the board for the second half. 44-19, Palo Alto. Nice catch again by Harris, this time up with the left hand, draws the foul. Harris, very talented post player. Gets to the line again. Nice soft hands, catching variety of passes that seem like they should be picked off, but they haven't been. Foul's on somebody. Harris makes the first. Checking in for Palo Alto, number 22, Maddie Atwater. Second foul's converted by Harris. She's got 12. And a 27-point lead for Palo Alto. A clean look from the right baseline won't go. Rebounded and then stolen by Harris. Palo Alto looking to push again. Young over to Burris. Bothered and picked off by Meg Enthoven. And another possession for Los Altos. Cortinas over to Jones. 3 on the way and back rim no good. Rebound to the floor, a little collision and a foul. Stay on this end, it's against Palo Alto. Vikings sub in number 34, Maya Lapi. Harris takes a seat. Cortinas drawing the double up top, gets it away. Into the passing lane and stealing it again is the Vikings. They're up with it. Coming the other way and all the way to the basket, but can't make it. Recovered by Leong. Leong over to Atwater. Atwater back to Leong. Clean 3 up and good, and a foul. Carly Leong. Defense closed a little late, and Leong with a rare opportunity for a 4-point play. You don't see it too much in girls high school hoops, and she converts it. Leong has 13 now, and a 31-point lead for Palo Alto. Maceo. Now it's Liu. Ball on the floor and out of bounds. Going to stay with the Eagles. Looking ahead, you got to think Palo Alto have a place reserved for them in the CCS. They're second right now in the De Anza League, behind Los Gatos. They get to play Los Gatos on the 12th. That'll be at their gym in Palo Alto. They lost to Los Gatos 49-28 back on the 22nd of January, as Mahika Gupta banks one in and gets on the board. The freshman off the bench to get a couple. And answering right back on the other side, Maddie Atwater gets on the board. She hits 3 and extends the lead to 32. So as strong as Palo Alto's looked, I'd be curious to see what Los Gatos has going on to hand Palo Alto such a big loss back in January. Timeout on the floor will step away as well. 50-21 Palo Alto. All right, back to live action here at Dude Angia's gym. 2:44 to go in the third quarter. It's Palo Alto all over the Eagles, 53-21. Another turnover for the Eagles. And Palo Alto back on offense. Maddie Atwater over to Loppy. Coco Lovely with the ball, trying to break down her defender on the dribble. Back out to Leong. Leong with a little contact there at the perimeter. They're going to let him play. There's Atwater, nice look inside to Frick. Sophie Frick seeing some of her first action, but she can't convert. Turnover to Los Altos. Good defense that time by the Eagles. And another inadvertent buzzer. I don't know if that's a technical issue or what. In any case, possession stays with Los Altos. As we come up on 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Foul. And it'll be shots for Rachel Liu. Boys game follows. Rachel Liu, the sophomore. Can't get the first one. Substitution for Palo Alto. It looks like number 44, Ellie Jeffries, getting some PT. She's a freshman. 53-21 Palo Alto. Second foul up and good for Liu. She gets on the scoreboard. And cuts the lead to 31. Jeffries up top. Moves it around to Atwater. Atwater, nice pass inside and up and no good for Maya Loppy. Loose ball out of bounds and it'll stay with Palo Alto, 28 to shoot. 96 seconds to go in the third period. Palo Alto with a very impressive performance here in Los Altos gym. It's Atwater. Nice crossover dribble, and now it's going to throw it away. Recovered by Leong before it goes out of bounds. Leong into the lane, up and good with the right-hand runner. Leong, 6 points in this half, 15 overall. She leads all scorers. Here's Audrey Jones out to Enthoven. Enthoven fouled on the floor. Keep it on this end. Should be on 34, Maya Loppy. Second team foul for Palo Alto. Number 20, Rachel Glein, comes in for Los Altos. They whip it around the perimeter. Here's Alyssa Cortines. Drops it off to Liu. And stolen away again by the Vikings. And looking to run now, pulling up. Skip pass over to Ellie Jeffries. Jeffries up top and out of the left side. It's Atwater. Here's Loppy for three. Back rim, no good. Rebound by Leong. Very active third quarter for Carly Leong. Nice pass inside, up and finished by number 31, Sophie Frick, her first points. And the lead is 35. Cortines, runner in the lane, banks it in. She has 11 now. Cuts the lead to 23. Final 10 seconds of the half. This pass inside can't be handled by number 31, Frick. Los Altos with one last heave up, and good if it goes. It falls short, and the third quarter comes to an end. Palo Alto still on top big, 57-24. All right, and we're back. Fourth quarter action here from Dude Angus Gym. Two's up. Mad scramble underneath and a foul on the floor. Mahika Gupta that time. Only the third team foul was on Ellie Jeffries. Cortines off the dribble and can't get it to go. Rebound up and no good by Jones, and now it's out of bounds and over to the Vikings. Here's Palo Alto on the other side. It's Ellie Jeffries. Up top to Koyama, back to Jeffries. Looking underneath, finds Frick. Frick with a nice leave, can't get it to go. Cortines now. Trying to find someone down low. Just tough defense all night by the Vikings. And another turnover. Long since lost count. It's really good defense by Palo Alto. You got to think they might call off the press soon. Really, and they haven't been pressing in the full court as frequently now once the game got out of hand, which is good to see. And you don't stop playing defense just because you're up big. Continue playing basketball. Shot up and good for Rachel Liu. The sophomore has 3 points. And closes it to 57-26. 57-26. Vikings move it around into the lane. Nice interior passing. Nice finish as well by Sophie Frick. The assist from Koyama. Here's Cortines. Rachel Liu loses the handle for a moment, and it does skip out of bounds and will turn over. It looks like wholesale substitutions for both teams now, as half the players on the floor come off. Final 6 minutes to go. Not a lot of drama for the finish of this one. Story of the game has been the defensive pressure that has been employed by Palo Alto. And Los Altos just not really with an answer for it. Here's a three on the way for Leong, and nothing but the bottom of the net. Leong. She has 17, leads all scorers. Here's Cortines. Nice pass inside, up, and can't get it to go, but is able to draw the foul, Rachel Glein. And she'll get a couple of shots. First shot won't go. Alexis Harris checks in for Palo Alto. Glenn with a little jumper from the free throw line. Does get it to go. 62-27. Ellie Jeffries. Over to Leong. Harris now underneath, one dribble, up with the right hand, can't get it to go. Rebound by Burris. Burris now up with it and draws the foul. Coming up on the schedule for Los Altos, tomorrow they're going to play their rivalry game against Mountain View, and then they finish up at Wilcox, and then home for senior night, Los Gatos, on the 19th. Jim Leonard in the house is going to try to run the clock for the boys' game, but we can only hope he does his best. Second foul won't go, but she tracks down her own rebound. Burris now double team, whips it up top. Here's Judy Chandler. Back to Burris, looks inside, finds Harris. Nice move inside with the right hand, can't get it to go, tapped out of bounds. It's going to go to the Eagles. Substitution for Palo Alto, number 34, Maya Lapi. Eight players for Los Altos have scored. Led by Carly Leong, she has 18. So we mentioned the rest of the Los Altos schedule. That was actually the Palo Alto schedule. So Palo Alto finishes it up by hosting Mountain View, and then to Wilcox, and then home for Los Gatos. That could be potentially a very big game. They're one game behind Los Gatos in the standings. So that could be for at least a share of the Scaval Dianza. For Los Altos, they finish with a game at Wilcox, and then home for Los Gatos, and then at Gunn. And then their senior night is actually on the 19th against Saratoga. Saratoga will finish the schedule for Los Altos. And they got one to finish here. 4 minutes, 37 seconds to go. 62-27. Alyssa Cortines dribbles across half court, picks up some pressure at the half court. Three on the way and blocked by Maya Lapi. Harris controls, now gives it up. Here's Julie Chandler. Three on the way and no good. Rebound by Chandler. Chandler back up top, and Palo Alto going to run some clock. Chandler looking for Harris, nothing there. She goes back to the top of the key, swings it around to the left side. Now Harris. Harris looking to pass inside, one dribble. Good defense by Los Altos and Meg Enthoven that time. Shot up and short, no good. And it's a rebound to the floor, and they're going to have to call a 24-second violation. Shot clock violation. Good defense by the Eagles that time. Meg Enthoven able to shut down Harris, who had pretty deep position. Here's a shot by number 25. Too strong. So Millie Karp seeing some of her first action. Gets a shot off, can't get it to go. Vikings skip pass now. And Koyama back to the other side. Shot on the way by Chandler, can't go. And Cortines will run it across half court. 3 minutes to go here in this ball game. Palo Alto in control. And another turnover by the Eagles. It's tough pressure all night by the Vikings. Chandler over to Koyama. Ball to the floor. Frick almost lost it. Get it back. Here's Koyama. Chandler. Here's Koyama for three. Buries it. She's in double figures for the game with 11 points. And the lead is 65-27. Shot on the way from the baseline. Everything but in. It was a good look by Meg Enthoven. Just couldn't find the range. And here come the Vikings. 65-27, Palo Alto. Thought about shooting it, now passes inside. Another skip pass. Shot on the way and good. 3 more for Lauren Koyama. She's got 6 in the second half. She's 14 for the game. Final 100 seconds. Shot rattled in by Anjali Nan. She gets her first 2 points of the game. .68-30 now. 68-30. And some confusion on the floor. They're going to have Palo Alto inbounds from the far side. 1.5 minutes to go. 68-30. There's Leong over to Lothi. Front rim no good. Rebound underneath now to the floor. Eagles want to run. Cortinas. And again, seems like the Vikings are just in every passing lane. Easy points on the other end for Ellie Jeffries. She becomes the 9th Viking to score, so everybody getting a chance. It's a 40-point lead. Under 1 minute to go. Nice passing that time by the Eagles. Millie Karp unable to finish with the right hand. She was maybe too far under the basket that time. Shot by Leong for 3 off glass and no good. Rebound by Ellie Jeffries. Shot clock's off now. Final 20 seconds in the game. Blocked underneath by the Eagles. So just a tough game for Los Altos. They couldn't break the Palo Alto pressure, and when they did, just were met with more pressure and tough defense under the basket. That's going to be the final horn. Final score, Palo Alto 70, Los Altos 30. So the Vikings move to 7-2 in the league and 13-7 overall. Los Altos falls to 2-6 in the league and 11-9 overall. That'll do it for us here at Dude Angius Gymnasium. We thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the telecast as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. We would like to thank our wonderful crew here, our producer, the lovely and talented Bobby Chastain. We'd like to thank our director, Edgar Espino Barros. Welcome to the team, Edgar. Our camera crew was Claire Aguirre, Atif Hussein, Robin Frank. For everybody at KMVT, we'll see you next time.